Calvary Christian Academy and Daycare, located at 2139 Jacksboro Pike, behind Murphy's Gas in La Follette. Also located at 2139 Jacksboro Pike is Calvary Worship Center. Our midweek service is Thursday at 7 p.m. Sunday worship service at 6 p.m. For more information, you can call 423-562-7267. That's 423-562-7267.
Sports Report. Word.
The Diner has been serving this area for 7 years and plans on serving you for many more years to come with daily luncheon specials, fresh homemade desserts, and they still take great big food orders. The Diner is not closing. So, having said that, we'll see you soon at the Diner on Jacksboro Pike, home of great food, great people, and great service.
When you call for just any ambulance service, you never know what you might get. But when you call Vital Care at 423-562-9370, you'll get an experienced staff, experienced and professional people who know what the word emergency really means. Don't just trust anyone. You do have a choice when it comes to ambulance service in this area.
562-9370. Up first, the Red Hot Cougar baseball team. If you remember last week, they won 6 out of 7 games, beating the likes of Powell, Fulton, and the Mavericks of Anderson County twice. They started their winning streak against the Mavericks and ended up with wins over the Mavericks. Well, that was last week. This is another week. We started out the week with the Beavers of Carnes canceling out, and Wednesday night they played host to the Mavericks of Anderson County High School again at Brown Archer Field and lost 2 games. The first was a showcase of errors. If you wanted to know how to give up unearned runs with mistakes and miscues, then this was the game for you. The Cougars lost 4-3 behind Andrew Evans on the mound, who pitched very well. We can't say the same for the defense behind him, though. A second game was much of the same, an 8-2 loss behind Aaron Sanders on the mound. He got ground balls. We just made bad throws and silly decisions once we fielded the balls. The top of the first started out with errors, allowing runners on, and before we knew it, we were down by 3 runs. They all scored, and the beating ensued. Now switching gears, Friday, Amy Long will finish up her first ever La Follette Middle School camp for little girls from grades 3rd on up to 6th grade. We're talking about cheerleading. Cheers, tumbling, dance, stunts, and all the things that go into cheering were taught by Amy and her staff from Elite Cheering in Woodson's Mall. Friday is the last day, and it's Spirit Day, and we'll get up there and cover that action for you. La Follette Middle School will have, for the first time, I believe ever, a JV squad this year, and that's pretty exciting news. If you'd like to know more about Amy Long and Elite Cheering in Woodson's Mall, you can call Amy at this number, 423-494-8857. While we're on the subject of basketball, Jacksboro Middle School and La Follette Middle School boys are in the LMU camp, which starts up Thursday. It started up Thursday, and they will run all the way through Saturday. As always, a lot of middle school teams get into this camp. It's a good camp. And we'll catch up with Cody Parker and Michael Kane and see what's happening with our local teams. La Follette Elementary School will have a basketball tournament July the 12th through the 13th. They're planning a tournament at La Follette Elementary School. Jeff will be hosting that as well. And you can call 865-771-2329 for more information. And he's also planning another camp to start July the 16th through the 19th. It will be $70 per child. And for more information, you can call that same number, 865-771-2329. Now, of course, Matt Housley will have his camp July the 15th through the 18th, or I should say Matt Housley and Ryan Browning. Of course, you can catch up with that. You can read all about that on the green screen. Coach Ryan Browning is really excited about this year's Lady Cougars squad, and of course, you know we will cover all that action right here on the WLAF Pilot Sports Network. Campbell County Youth Soccer and Lincoln Memorial University will host a soccer camp June the 24th through the 27th. Hey, that starts Monday at the soccer fields behind La Follette Elementary School. That's Ken Snodderly Park. Cost is $50. Time is 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And you can pre-register on Saturday, June the 15th from 9 to 12 at the soccer fields or the first day of camp. Since June the 15th is already passed, I guess you'll have to wait till the day of the camp, which is on the 24th. Go in at 8:30 that morning and you can register. And for more information, you can call Mike at 423-912-2178.
Come on down to the splash park. Come on down to the splash park.
Alrighty, you heard them. The Splash Park is ready for business from 10 o'clock to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and schedule your next party. Simply call the folks at the Rec Center and say, I want to book my next party at the Splash Park. You can call that number at 423-562-9424. So like these little guys said,
Come on down to the splash park.
you heard them. One more thing, Cedar Hill Church will be hosting a golf tournament September 11th, starting at 1 p.m. for the Deacons Benevolent Fund. Whole sponsors are needed, and it will be a four-man format to enter, and for entry fees and all that stuff, you can call 423-562-4298. We will say this, they have a $10,000 prize for a hole-in-one, so call that number and get more information. Also, we want to tell you too, we are planning to air the May Days, all of them, starting the first Saturday in July, and it will air at 12 o'clock Saturday. That's the first Saturday in July, and it will air at 12 o'clock right here on Channel 12. Okay, that's a real quick look at today's sports. I thank you for being with us. Please go see our sponsors, the Diner on Jacksboro Pike, Vital Care Ambulance Service, and our newest sponsor, Calvary Christian Center behind Murphy's Gas on Jacksboro Pike. You guys stay tuned. There's lots more to come right here on WLAF.